right, so we have the same kind of mixture going in again, although this time there's a few more strawberries than peaches. And I think I'm going to mix it up just a little bit by adding some red pepper flakes and making a spicy version, since I have two of the very similar ones going on. So the other different thing I'm going to do this time is I am going to get my immersion blender, and I'm going to puree all of that so that it's a smoother consistency, and hopefully maybe the red pepper flakes will stand out a little bit. So let me grab my immersion blender. I want to do all that before I add the red pepper flakes and the pectin. And let's see, I think I need to add some lemon juice as well. I need to look at that recipe again. I think it was 4 tablespoons, but I'll check just to make sure. All right, we're going to start off on low because this thing kind of spits out every once in a while. I'm going to kind of break up those big chunks. All right, I think that's good. So we're going to add in our 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. And our 6 tablespoons of pectin. All right, so let me grab my stirring spoon. Let me get my thing out of the way. And we are going to get this heated up. I'm anxious to see how different the color is going to be once we add in our 5½ cups of sugar. That'll be interesting. Tell if that's chunks of pectin. I think that's what that is. I'm wondering if I should get my whisk. I think I might do that just to be on the safe side. I guess I can leave that there. All right, so I think I'm going to add a teaspoon of red pepper flakes right now so those can start heating up and getting activated. And then that way I'll be able to taste it once the sugar's in and see if maybe I need some more. Those don't quite show up as much as I thought they would, but I don't have the sugar in there yet either. I think that would make a difference. So let's see, if I get as much out of this as I did the other one, I'm gonna get about 8 half pints. I think I might want to do 2 teaspoons of the red pepper flakes, because that'll give it a 1/4 teaspoon per half pint, which will be a nice little bit of heat. So I think I'm going to do another one. Worst case scenario, it's too hot, right? Someone will like the heat, I'm sure. Yeah, I think those are going to show up nicely. That's going to be kind of pretty, I think, especially when that orange kind of tones down a little bit. All right, I think I can start adding the sugar now. Let's see here. 5.5 cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5.5. All right, get that stirred in. It's amazing what sugar does for the color, isn't it? Just, you think it's going to be one way, and then you add the sugar and it's a totally different way, and it's always for the better. I don't think I've ever had a jam or a jelly that I didn't think the color was improved. I don't think. I say that, and there could have been a time, but that is just gorgeous. Can be so pretty with that red pepper flakes going through there. You guys can see that around all the foam, because there definitely is some foam there, isn't there? Oh, I turned the heat down. I forgot I need to turn it back up. Now, the thing I found with red pepper flakes in jelly, or, well, I've never done it in a jam, so I guess in my jellies, is that if you're not careful and make sure that it's thickened before you can it, they all rise to the top. So I think that I am going to boil this for a couple extra minutes just to be on the safe side, because I really want those well distributed through the jam, not just on the surface. We'll see if that helps. We're getting close. All right, so I'm going to set my timer. Let's see, I think I'm going to do 5 minutes. I'm just going to make sure that any extra moisture is boiled off and that pectin is well activated. Now, the nice thing is once you get it to boiling, you can turn your heat down. It doesn't have to be on high. It just needs to be boiling. to stir, stir, stir. All right, so I can tell that my red pepper flakes there are not all floating to the top. I'm gonna let that sit there for a little bit so I can see. And that looks great. I think they're gonna be well distributed through there. Awesome. Do we see just a ton coming to the top? No, I mean, some get pushed up just from the bubbling, but I don't think they're coming up on their own. So I think we're good to go. All right, one thing I am going to do is I am going to try this on a spoon and see how hot that is. But I am going to turn my heat off because I think we're good there. Oh my, that is good. That is really good. Perfect. I'm not going to add any more heat. There's just a touch of heat in there. I think that's going to be perfect for when we're putting it on crackers, or heck, this would probably really be good even on like some pork or something. All right, I'm going to get my setup going here, and I'll bring you back. So I forgot to show you guys the first jar. I will say it distributes those red pepper flakes perfectly. The first jar, they're all throughout the jam. It looks great. I was also going to tell you that 2 of my peach jams did not set. So those, I also added those in my canner, and hopefully those will set this go round. I changed the lids, and I was using some of the older lids, and so I don't know if that's why, if they were just too old, too defective now. But I think I'm all through my old lids. I think I might have some more in there. I can't remember. But anyway, I think that was the problem with those. I'll have to show you guys a close-up of this jam with the red pepper flakes through it. It is just beautiful. Yeah, it'll be hard to show you with the way you're situated right now, but when they come out, I'll see if I can get a close-up for you. But they definitely are well dispersed, which is great. All right, so they are out of the canner, and there you can see, especially in that first one, how well dispersed those red pepper flakes are. I mean, they turned out great. I just couldn't be happier. So anyway, there is, I think I have one more jam session to go. And so I'll see you back with the next one. It's going to be cherry. Yum, yum.